right, so I mean, obviously it didn't work out last season. It didn't work out. The team folded in the playoffs. Our bats just couldn't get going. That's okay. That's okay. We're moving on to another season, 2026. Let's get the job done this year, right? I mean, no playing around. No playing around this offseason. We're making some damn moves. Mike Trout and Bryce Harper, the two faces of baseball, win the MVPs. That's okay. Here's our depth chart. Now, some things are going to change, and some players you've known on this team for a while, this one in particular you can probably guess, is getting moved. Just what has to be done. We'll go over the team real quick. Jacob deGrom, he is 36, but we have locked him down for the next 2 more seasons. He will stay on the team. John Means is likely returning as well. Brady Singer is a free agent. He's hitting free agency for the first time. We knew that when we got him. I don't know. We're going to try to bring him back, or I'll offer him a deal. Josiah Gray, I want to bring back as well. I'm a big fan of Josiah. He's my favorite pitcher in the league right now in real life. And Edward Cabrera did solid for his first full year as a starter. If we cannot retain Brady Singer, then we'll either look for a free agent or Jackson Rutledge, Cade Cavalli can step up and pitch if they have to. Also, Bryant Smith we have down in AAA. He's an A potential, and he's just kind of sitting there to 71 overall. Jonathan Loaiza, now he was our closer. He just blew some saves this season. He wasn't great in the playoffs. We might move on. Genesis Cabrera, I'd like to keep. I think he's been really good over the last couple of years. He's been really good since we traded for him. From St. Louis, Jordan Hicks was incredible. We're going to keep him on the squad as well. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below from LB22 the show here on the channel. TJ Antone was in the Miguel Sano trade. I think we'll keep him around. I think he's still under contract, so there's that. Sky Alexander, even though he had a pretty good and decent regular season, he folded in the playoffs, and we're probably going to get rid of him just because he's getting up there in age. Camilo Doval, he's all right. He's not bad. ERA of 3.54. Again, Chris Velasquez sucks. I don't care the ERA is 3.42. The guy throws an 82-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't, in game, he's just terrible. I'll likely trade him just because I have no use for him on the team. And he definitely has trade value. So I'm probably going to do that with him. Keibert Ruiz, not a great regular season. He was okay in the playoffs. He was just decent. I don't know, bad 230, which was really good for our team. Zach Collins is our backup catcher. He'll likely stay on the team, I think. I don't have any complaints with Collins this year. Miguel Sano, we knew when we traded for him was just a half a season deal to have him DH for Franmil Reyes, because the Franimal and the former MVP will return to his normal DH role when he comes back from injury. Josh Bell batted 253 this season, an upgrade from last season. He just was horrible in the playoffs. It was a problem. I mean, we'll see what the future holds for Josh. We'll go to the second baseman, Mookie Betts. He was pretty good. I mean, a really good year for him. His best, I think, in 6 years. Batted 297, 27 home runs. Really nice year for him playing with the Nationals for the first time. Now we will move on to the third baseman, Austin Martin, after winning the rookie year in 2024. Batted 264 in 2025. He wasn't bad, just folded in the playoffs like the rest of our team. So there's Austin Martin. He's the future of that position. Cody Hosey was just decent off the bench, batted 224. He's got some power. We'll see what he does in the future. Brady House, big step down from 2024. Maybe it's still the injury that he hasn't, I guess he's fully recovered from, but really we haven't seen the Brady House that we saw when he first entered the league. Franmil Reyes got hurt, which really sucked because he was balling through 67 games. He had 26 home runs. He was on pace to probably win the MVP, or at least make it a competition with him, Harper, and Soto. Of course, he got hurt. The Lane train, man, batted 214 this year. I love Lane, but my goodness, he's hitting free agency for the first time. Andrew Stevenson's hitting free agency now. Batted 253 last season. We'll see how our money situation's working if we can bring back Andy Steve. Eric Guevara got benched in the playoffs, but he's likely the long-term starter. He's only 19 years old. He'll be staying in the outfield. Same with El Finamino. I just don't know if Vaquero's ready yet. Again, I still don't know if he's ready. He got sent back down to AAA halfway through the year. He might start next season back. In Rochester, Juan Soto's the only reason we're good. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Soto keeps this team together. He batted 337 this season, 52 home runs, 123 RBI. The man is insane. That's why he's been locked up until he's 38 years old with this team. And Pages was so good for no reason. I didn't think Pages was going to be that good. He's our number one bench bat. I don't think he's an everyday player, at least not right now, but Pages will be our number one guy off the bench. And the Dodgers win the World Series, so they beat us in the LCS, and they turn that around, and then of course go beat the Detroit Tigers in the World Series. As for our retirements, Aaron Hicks is going to retire with the Yankees due to a dislocated ankle. Who else we got? Bruce Zimmerman. Oh, okay, wow. Patrick Corbin retires because of a torn rotator cuff. That sucks. He wasn't really good with the Cardinals. He was good with the Royals for some reason. I mean, enjoy retirement, Patrick. I'm always grateful. And this is something in real life. I'm always grateful for what Patrick Corbin did that World Series season. I don't care he's bad now. I'm still grateful for Patrick Corbin. And wow, Steven Strasburg retires. We sent him to the Rockies. He never pitches a single game for them, and he doesn't end his career at the Nationals. Oh, now I feel bad. He was due to make $35 million. Why didn't he take it? He just retired? If I would have known that, I would have kept him around. Now I feel bad because now Strasburg technically ended his career as a Rocky, but he never pitched in a ball game. He was stuck in Albuquerque with the Isotopes. Oh, that's not a good look. Yeah, Strasburg's number 37 will be retired and put in the Ring of Honor with Jason Worth and Ryan Zimmerman, so no National will ever wear 37 ever again. And honestly, I'm gonna retire Corbin's number 2, so 46 is done. Just, yeah, 2019 World Series. And I guess it goes without saying, Scherzer's number 31's been retired too, so the big 3 from the 2019 World Series. Again, forever grateful. Those guys will go down in Nationals history. Anyways, we've offered contracts to Brady Singer, Lane Thomas, and Genesis Cabrera. We'll see if they accept. Here's your free agency class. It's really good, man. Luis Robert, Vladdy, Bo Bichette, Yoran Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, Ozzy Albies, Jared Walsh, Nico Honer, Brian Reynolds. It's a stacked and loaded free agency class. Again, we said in the last episode, after we got eliminated, we are going to be big spenders in free agency this season. I don't care. I'll move money around. We'll find a damn way. And I'm looking at Yordan Alvarez first. I don't know where did he fit, but like that guy is a beast to the plate. Just look at those stats. I'm interested. We'll see if we can bring him in. If we're looking at bullpen arms, again, you got guys like Edwin Diaz, who, of course, we've always hit well, but he could work out with this team. You got guys like that. You got some pitchers as well. But first, just a random trade. I don't know why the Padres are offering me this, but an A potential guy for Riley Adams. I'll take that every damn day of the week. It frees up some cap. So Riley Adams on over to the San Diego Padres. And here's our money situation. It's bad. I mean, DeGrom's getting paid a lot. Betts is due for a lot for 6 more years. Soto's due for 11 more years. Means and Reyes are getting paid as well. I'm going to take Hunter Harvey off the book, sending him over to Kansas City to play for the Royals. And yeah, so Framber Reyes is officially back from injury. You look at the power. He's going to stick around for a very long time. I don't anticipate him being dealt anywhere else in the future, so his job is safe. But we're looking at bullpen arms, and I'm going to spend big right now on Jose Alvarado. So we got stuck in the playoffs with basically only one lefty out the pen. It was Genesis Cabrera, because Velasquez and Alexander just weren't that good. So I'm going to spend big right now on Jose Alvarado, trying to take him away from the Phillies. And another big move we're going to make, we're going to try to get CJ Cron. Yeah, because bench bats. We need more bench bats. We got stuck last season with a bunch of guys who really couldn't hit out our, off our benches, so like Andrew Stevenson, Vaquero in the playoffs, or Guevara. CJ Cron's been an everyday player the last couple years. I don't think he's going to get that offer to be an everyday player anymore. So at 36 years of age, we're going to bring in a very old CJ Cron to the team. I'll give him 2 years, $7 million, so $3.5 a year for Cron. Going to try to bring him onto the squad. He played as a Met last season. And then also, yeah, okay, you saw it earlier, yeah. We're getting Vladimir Guerrero Jr. At least I'm going to make an offer. I'm going to try to get him. He's hit free agency for the first time. He's 27 years old. Batted .276 last season. We need more power bats. Like, we couldn't get enough. I need a world where I bat Betts, Soto, Guerrero, and Reyes back to back in a lineup. We wouldn't lose with that, right? At least I wouldn't hope so, right? Okay, of course, with us trying to go after Guerrero, that will spell the end for Josh Bell. It also spells the end for Jonathan Loaiza because I want to get Josh Hader. I know overall-wise, Hader and Loaiza are the same, but I still think Hader's that much of an upgrade. He's a true closing pitcher, unlike Loaiza, and we're going to send Loaiza back to New York, and we'll send Josh Bell over in that deal as well. It works out with money. Josh Hader, welcome to the team. He's the new closing pitcher for the Washington Nationals, and him and Juan Soto are now teammates, friends, of course, in the 2019 wild card round of the playoffs. Anyways, Edwin Diaz is going to be the first one to sign. He will go with the Toronto Blue Jays, and Sean Murphy will go to the Dodgers. So does that mean Will Smith is now gone in LA? Can he finally stop haunting us? Because Sean Murphy is for sure a downgrade. It's official, by the way. Our trade has gone through. Hader for Loaiza and Bell. Welcome Josh Hader to the Washington Nationals. And that just looks weird. It's an end of an era and it sucks, but Josh Bell has been dealt. Love the guy, but we had to do it. Okay, so Guerrero, yeah, I mean, the Mariners and Giants are offering him, but they're not offering him crap. I mean, look at us. We gave him 142 over 5. The Mariners are offering 18 a year for 10 years. We got to be the number one offer on Vladdy right now. Jose Alvarado signs with the squad, so we take him away from the Phillies. We're looking good so far, looking to add on more. We're going to trade Jeremy De La Rosa. I just never see when De La Rosa is going to be in the bigs. He's been stuck in AAA all this time. I'm going to trade him for Johan Duran. Duran, of course, in the Mariners right now. We're going to make him a relief pitcher on our squad, adding him to the team. Guerrero, we're still number one in his offers. Just saying. Brady Singer, Lane Thomas, by the way, still yet to re-sign with the squad. And Austin Meadows is going to be traded for Nolan Jones and Bobby Turner. So Meadows is going to the Guardians and Jones is going to the Marlins. As the Milwaukee Brewers will make a move, they're going to go out and get Kyle Tucker in free agency. Cron is officially, by the way, signed with the Nationals now, so he will be our number one bat off the bench. Him and Pages will see a lot of action, I think, subbing late in the games. Ketel Marte. The Marte Parte is heading on over to the Bronx. He'll be a Yankee. Mike Soroka being signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, Soroka heading on over to Pittsburgh, and Jared Walsh will go to the Cardinals. So the Goldschmidt era is officially over in St. Louis, as Jared Walsh is now the new starter over there. Aristides Aquino going to the Dodgers. He's not very good. He's got power, I guess, but Aquino's heading over to the World Champs. Nico Hoerner is going to the Seattle Mariners. They gave him a monster deal, 6 years, $151 million, but they weren't willing to offer Vladdy a big contract, but they went out and got Nico Hoerner, and there it is. Oh my goodness, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. going to the Washington Nationals. Wow. Vladdy Sr. played for the Expos. Vladdy Jr. is now in the Nationals. Love that, man. Really excited for that. His former teammate, Bo Bichette, is heading on over to the Braves. So the Jays are just collapsing now with Vladdy and Bichette both gone. And we're going to make another trade. Chris Velasquez. He has no value on this team, really. Trading him for AJ Minter and Kyle Wright. We'll do that every day of the week. AJ Minter's a lot better than him. Dustin May is leaving the Dodgers. He gave us hell in the playoffs. He's going to the Cardinals. And Ozzie Albies is gone from Atlanta. He's going to the Tigers. The Braves did get Bichette as his replacement. And there's the Dustin May replacement. It is Dylan Cease. Okay, Cease heading on over to the Dodgers. Zach Gallen is now going to the Minnesota Twins. Year of 3.44 in the season for him last year. JT Realmuto is heading over to Cleveland. 18 home runs for him. So now the Phillies are left without a catcher. We'll see what they do to fill his spot over there. He got a one-year deal from the Guardians over there. And Ty France going on over to the Atlanta Braves. So they've regrouped pretty well after losing Ozzie Albies to the AL champs and the Detroit Tigers. Jose Urquidy, one of the best pitchers in the league, is heading over to the South Side, pitching for the White Sox. I don't know why Brady Singer hasn't re-signed yet. Lane Thomas, we are his only offer. Singer's got their offers, but we're still the best one on the table. The Crone Zone is heading on to the Tigers as well. So they got Albies and Cronenworth. Wow, big middle infield being developed over there with the Tigers. And they have Corey Seager too as well. I don't know what they're going to do. Ryan Reynolds got a big deal from the Twins. Kike Hernandez being dealt on over to the San Francisco Giants for a couple of prospects from the White Sox. And the White Sox then respond and add on Tommy Edman. So they find their replacement for Hernandez, I guess, with Edman, getting him for 5 years. And Andrew Benintendi is going to the Phillies. Still not a replacement at a catcher position, but Benintendi is being added to the outfield with Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. Zach Plesac will be going to the Cubs to play at Wrigley, of course. ERA 3.11 for the season last year for him. And wow, Brady Singer's going to the A's. Why? I don't know. The A's are never trying to win baseball games. But Brady Singer has left after only one season with the Nationals. We are now left with only 4 starters, as Aaron Savali is going to go to the Padres. Okay, guys, we're going to give Cade Cavalli another shot. He's 27 years old. He's been bad so far, but we're going to give him another shot. Cade Cavalli is back on the Major League roster. He will be the 5th starter this season, so it'll go DeGrom, Means, Gray, Cabrera, Cavalli. Rutledge still stuck in AAA, but there will be our starting rotation. Luis Urias is gone from the Dodgers. They lose him, and now he will move on over to the Milwaukee Brewers. He got 5 years from them, and the big piece of this free agency, Yordan Alvarez leaves the Astros, but stays in the division and the state, goes to the Texas Rangers, and Austin Riley goes to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers lose Urias. They need a third baseman, so they go out and they get Riley. Nicky Lopez is going up to the 6 to play for the Jays, so he is the Bo Bichette replacement, I'm assuming, up there. He gets 4 years from them. Willie Castro is now heading on over to the Milwaukee Brewers. He gets 4 years, $42 million in total, and David Bodie is going to the New York Mets, and Gene Segura going to the Rays. I think it's $4 million. He played for that cheap? Really? I mean, we didn't need him, but I would have offered him something like that for trade bait, and wow, the Rays get Dansby Swanson too. So there's the new middle infield at Swanson and Segura, and Jonathan Scope going back home to the Orioles for the first time in a while. We're going to make a trade here. Trace Barrera, Zach Collins, Lucius Fox. I love Lucius, but we got to get some money off the board just so we can offer Austin Martin something of a contract just to re-sign him. So we're going to do that for a trade. We're going to pick up a backup catcher in the process from Chicago. You'll see him later, I guess. His name's Jamie Cordova. He's 73 overall, left-handed bat. He's the Zach Collins replacement, basically with Collins being dealt. And here's the squad. I mean, there's the pitching. The bats will go Betts, Soto, Guerrero, Reyes, Martin, Vaquero, House, Ruiz, Guevara. We might switch out Vaquero for Lane Thomas, though, because Lane did resign. So we'll see what happens there. The Braves aren't that great anymore. They still got bats, but I don't think they're the force they used to be, at least. yeah, I just don't think they're all that great anymore. I think the Braves are definitely beatable. We should be better than this team. I think we're better than the Marlins still. They still got Jazz and Khalil in the middle infield. Joey Gallo's in there as well. Jesus Sanchez. But still, their pitching is really good, so the Marlins are always going to be a threat. Their big three is good, and they got Yuri Perez, the second coming of course, Edward Cabrera and Jake Odorizzi. In the starting rotation, the Mets just aren't very good anymore. They've got a very old Paul Goldschmidt. Lindor is still there. Stanton's still there. Bader, who cares? Their pitching is okay. It's just basically Shane Bieber than everybody else. Kyle Freeland signed up with the squad. Jordan Yamamoto is still pitching here. The Mets aren't very good. And then finally, we got the Philadelphia Phillies, by far our biggest threat in the division. But they're starting Johan Camargo still, who's a 69 overall. Baez is still there. Benintendi, Bohm, Schwarber, Harper, Nimmo, Urias. The pitching is still good for Philadelphia as well. So, folks, that will do it for the offseason episode number 86 of the Washington Nationals franchise mode. We will be back tomorrow with opening day 2026. Should be a fun one, folks. And if you were interested, by the way, Miguel Sano did sign on with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And who we taking on tomorrow? It'll be the Angels on opening day. So, folks, you're not going to want to miss it. Opening day from Anaheim, California. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you like if you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. And Mamba, forever.